What's going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another character red star orb opening video for you all. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Marvel Strike Force's newest character here, being Ghost Spider. Many people can refer to her as Gwen, but as you can see, with her being the newest web warrior, she's going to be bringing on for her team a high focus for landing negative effects as well as spreading them. She's really going to create openings for allies and dealing damage when they're actually being attacked, and as well she's got a handy ability block, the ability to spread negative conditions as I mentioned earlier, and as well retaliating when they are attacked. So obviously with the web warriors, they're going to be the new meta here for the bile nodes, especially in the doom raids, but it's going to be great to see overall how she synergizes now with this new web warriors combination. So as per usual with these red star orbs, we always want to take advantage of the increase in the 15% being added to the red stars. So you can see here, you can see your icon already being added, but it's always never hurts to double check. Hit the little eye here and just scroll to the bottom, hitting the eye promotions, additional details. You just want to make sure that the 15% is in effect, and as you can see, it is. So you know, we always want to make sure that we can get a chance to actually get a 3 red here. 2 or 3 red is always my target, and as well throughout the week I like to save up the red orbs, especially with the many characters coming in the months to come here. So that being said, we got 51 here. I like to budget usually 5 to 10 just to see how we do, and as well we'll take a look at our kit and the T4 recommendations. So starting things off here, let's go ahead. One on Mystique, duplicate credits, you know, doesn't really help us right now, but at least it does get factored into later on. Oh wow, so that's amazing right there. Even on my second pull right there, that's the 3 I wanted, but that's quite soon. So you know what, let's open a couple more here, maybe 4, just because 3 is usually what I aim for, and anything higher usually is what I would like to, you know, save my time on, especially once I do more research and investment on whether or not they are useful for bringing up to the higher red. So another 3 red right there. Wow. Hopefully you guys get good luck out there, but usually at this point, if I get that good of luck, I usually would just hold up, because you know RNG gods do swing in their favor. If you're after maybe a 4 red, you know, I would definitely go for more, but I think for now I am just gonna take my time with it. I like to hoard this and wait, and especially once I get a better understanding and more footage of how these guys are gonna fare, especially outside of raids. For me, that's gonna be the investment long term. So very quick, really brief for you guys over there, but let's go ahead and take a look at her kit now and see what the high level preliminary T4 recommendations would be. So I'm okay with the free red right now. Let's take a look. Her basic attack, Leaf Spider. So with this attack, it's a very unique mechanic in the game right now, because not many characters actually right now have the opportunity here where she can actually steal the evade from the primary target. So you can see she's going to attack for the primary target damage, and a 50% chance as well to gain evade and stealing the evade from a primary target. You can see this can't be dodged. As you level this ability, inherently most abilities just increase in damage, as you can see, but with the level 6 she actually always gains the evade, and as well by T4ing if they have the slow. So this can get factored in later to her other abilities, but you can see this does only unfortunately apply in raids, and Miles Morales does have to be an ally. So I think if you're building up a raid team, and specifically for the bile nodes, this is a must T4 recommendation here, because having a blind can really save you a turn of damage, especially if they're a very high offensive damaging enemy, such as Black Bolt. Next, we got Graceful Web as her special ability, and with this ability, she's going to be applying the primary target for 80% damage. On the crit, she also has a chance to actually apply the ability block, and as well, it can actually get chained up to 3 targets at the level 1 and applying a slow as well. So this is the one that's going to actually be spreading a lot of slows across the board here. And as you can see, by leveling this up, she's also going to get the assist from Miles Morales. So the synergy between those two is definitely obvious here, especially when it gives a throwback to the movies. And as well, you can see that the slow actually lasts for 2 turns when at level 6. By T4ing, it does actually chain up to 4 or 5 targets, so it can be the entire board if you want to spread all those slows across. So I mean, I think this one I would hold back on, just because you're already going to chain up to 3 at this point, and the T4 materials are really heavily saved on right now. They're really limited, you can't really get access to them, and you have to be smart with your investments. And especially when we take a look at her ultimate and passive here, I think they will take priority. Web Snare is her ultimate, and with this one, you know, basic level 1 attacks all the enemies for 100% damage, but as you level this up, you know, the ability here is very similar to Hela. It's actually going to be spreading negative effects from the primary to the secondary. By leveling this up, you can see the number of negatives do go up, as well as the damage. And the notable one is level 7 with the T4, as you can see, spreading all negative conditions from the primary target to the secondary. So this one is 100% top recommendation for Ghost Spider, just because, you know, you really want to make sure that you inflict as much negative conditions as possible, especially if you can maximize damage. And that to me takes precedence over her special, where it already impacts you know, 3 out of 5 characters on the board if you were to intending to apply the ability block, and making sure that they're also slowed as a result. And last but not least, her passive percussive punishment. So essentially, when Miles Morales does drop below 50% health, she's actually going to help him out by applying a stealth. On top of that, whenever any enemy actually attacks a web warrior, she's also going to retaliate and attack for 50% damage. Inherently, she does gain 10% dodge, and as well the increase in damage. What's notable in raids here is that all the web warriors gain 5% damage, and as well on the spawn they actually gain a speed up and evade. And if you guys recall, with Spider-Man synergy, whenever there's an evasion of an attack or a dodge, they're going to get the positive benefits as well, in terms of getting a speed and turn meter increase, and that just really can snowball into a very powerful team, and that's what we want to fully utilize. And lastly, as you can see with the spawn, if this character has 4 or more web warriors being the full team, she's actually going to generate 2 ability energy for 5 of them randomly. So I mean, that just helps supplement their energy sustainability in the raids, even if they were not at full energy. So as you can see, by leveling up this ability and passive here, in raids they're going to gain more damage. The dodge chance and damage also goes up. And as well, you can see with the T4 here, she actually gains the inherent 10% dodge chance and additional damage. So this is another one I would recommend, actually, because her kit's strong overall, but her basic, her ultimate, and her passive really do allow her to thrive and provide a lot of benefits to the Web Warriors team. And she's definitely going to be a forefront of that, because she's going to be retaliating for damage. She's going to be inflicting slows to make sure that the team actually has a speed advantage. And also, she's also going to be spreading negative conditions to ensure that her team is always on the positive, while the enemies are actually stricken and slowed down. So that in essence is a great sneak peek of what's to come with Ghost Spider. She's going to be able to have a lot of supportive capabilities and retaliation in terms of the damage. So would recommend building her up if you guys can, especially if you haven't built the symbiotes up for bio nodes. This is definitely going to be a team that just overshadows them completely, just because they're really intended to push through the bio nodes, especially Doom 2 for those coveted teal orbs. So do always appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Always appreciate the insight and advice. Thank you as always, and good luck in your rest of our orbs as well. Thank you, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.